This video is presented by Western and Southern Financial Group, a game plan for your financial future. Every great team starts with a strong foundation, and your future should too. With life insurance built like a championship roster, Western and Southern helps protect what matters most so you can focus on winning today while planning for tomorrow. Whether you're just starting out your journey, building your dynasty, or ready to retire like a champion, Western and Southern has the right play for your life stage. Visit westernsouthern.com to get your free life insurance quote today. Western and Southern, built to win.
Continuing our mock draft series and finishing up the AFC North with the Pittsburgh Steelers, who currently lead the AFC North right now with a 7-6 record on the year. They're picking number 20 overall, and we're doing a 3-round mock draft. The Steelers have 5 picks in the first 3 rounds of the 2026 NFL Draft. So let's use all 5 of those picks and use the PFF mock draft simulator. Let's pull it up right now. And you can also get this mock draft simulator for 30% off right now when you use the promo code HOLIDAY30. Again, 3-round mock draft for the Steelers. You could do a 7-round mock if you want to, though. We're only doing a 3-round mock. No trades in this mock draft. Steelers picking number 20 overall, Dalton. Let's see what we could do for the Steelers in this mock draft.
Let's see, simulate the first 19 picks here. All right, so there's a lot of questions here to be asked with the Steelers because they have needs at quarterback. They have needs at wide receiver. Maybe they might have a left tackle need. Broderick Jones has been a problem there through 3 years, and now he's out with a season-ending injury. They got to decide on a 5th-year option, and not sure that they would pick that up, so a left tackle could be in play here as well. There's a lot of different options here for Pittsburgh, but the question is going to be, I think, going into the draft is who is going to play quarterback for them next year, right? Could it be somebody who gets, cut ties with in free agency? Maybe a Kyler Murray? Is it another veteran they're riding out one more year? Is it, who knows if it's a Jameis Winston or somebody like, I don't even know. But at this point, it feels like everything centers around that. And if not, then we start drafting for their other needs.
So here's my question. Because I would lean either a quarterback or a wide receiver. And most Steelers fans would agree with that. Actually, if you look at the analysis tool real quick for the Steelers, Don, if you can click on that real quick.
Of course.
You can see just how often Pittsburgh Steelers fans select. Yeah, you see like a 47% of Steelers fans take a wide receiver, 25% take a quarterback. So 72% of fans take either wide receiver or quarterback for the Steelers. My question to you is, Ty Simpson is pretty low on the board right now for us at 60 overall. If Ty Simpson declares, which I don't know if he will, I don't know if he'll get to number 20. And also, I don't know if he will declare because I think there's a chance that he goes back to school to Alabama. He's kind of been on a cold streak lately for Alabama. So do you think it'd be realistic for us to take Ty Simpson here at number 20 overall? Do you think he'd even be here at number 20 overall in the actual draft? Or should we move on and try to make it a more realistic mock draft?
I find it interesting with what the simulator has here. It has Fernando Mendoza going top 5. It's got Dante Moore going to the Rams.
Love that.
Imagine that. Jeez. And then not another quarterback taken yet. So, I mean, I do think it's realistic because I think Simpson's stock has actually fallen the last month or so in SEC play with the way that he's played. But you then wonder, okay, is it a question of how desperate are the Steelers to find somebody, right? So that's the first question we have to ask is, do we go with Ty Simpson? Or do we just start loading up other needs? And the Steelers have shown habits in past drafts, like even last year, that they will fill other needs before they fill the quarterback one, or they could figure this thing out in free agency before the draft.
I think we should go Ty Simpson just because I think his stock is falling. Now, again, I don't know if he even will declare for this draft or go back to Alabama for another year, but I think we should take Ty Simpson here and just kind of see what it goes from there with the Steelers having finally a young quarterback for the future.
Maybe more so than any other team in the league. There's really 2 different ways this could go. And it's the same conversation we had last year, although last year they had less picks. Now they're loaded up with 3rd-round picks and things of that nature from these trades. So we'll go Ty Simpson. We'll go down the quarterback road. I bet if we could do this all over again without it being a quarterback and go, okay, then we just fill needs and figure out the quarterback situation later. But free agency is also going to be a fun time for them.
And also, again, take the quarterback now with your highest pick. You still have 4 more day 2 picks to fill in your other needs, too.
For sure, absolutely. So now at number 52 with the first of those picks, there's several positions I look at here because I do think wide receiver, they need somebody else other than DK Metcalf on the outside. Left tackle could be a consideration here. If you were to believe in somebody like a Caleb Tiernan there for Northwestern, I think that makes some sense. Safety, I think, is a spot that they could use some help. Even more cornerback depth on the outside they could use some help with. The secondary is really something that concerns me with them. So I think there's a lot of different options here for this Steelers team when you look at the available players here at number 52.
I kind of look at Jacoby Lane, top player available right there. Is Brazel's gone and Jeremy Bernard's gone too, right?
Two big monsters out there with Jacoby Lane and
Yep.
DK Metcalf. You're just going all size in this receiver room.
Who else is available at receiver?
Let's see the wide receivers available here. Jacoby Lane, C.J. Daniels, Nick Anderson, Omar Cooper, Skylar Bell.
I think Jacoby Lane's kind of on a different level than all those guys right there.
I agree. If you were going to go receiver in round 2, that's the one guy you would go with.
And I think there's a drop-off after him to the other guys, so I probably would lean Jacoby Lane here.
And
for
we're picking again 79, 84, 98. There's probably some good defensive backs in that range, because that's a spot I'm looking at. And then maybe we find a developmental tackle here to sit behind Jones and Fautanu for next year. Jacoby Lane it is then. We'll go with that. Contested catch. Monster. That's what you need to know. Big, 6'4" frame, 200 pounds. I mean, you're really talking about a guy who can go up and get him. So we'll do that. We'll help out Ty Simpson with Jacoby Lane.
All right, love it. Next up, the Steelers, number 79 overall. Maybe an offensive tackle here, a cornerback here. What do you think here for the Steelers?
Let's see. Some interesting. Boy, Carter Smith is one I don't hate if we were looking for a left tackle eventually. Nicky Prongos is a guy I know from Stanford that Trevor really likes. I'll tell you, a guy that sticks out to me when I'm talking about safeties. We both really like Emmanuel McNeil-Warren from Toledo.
Oh, he's still here too?
You want a tough football player? He's still right here on the board at number 87. We could get him here at 79. That's a player that I think, you want a tough MAC football player, the forced fumbles. He's the king of the peanut punch in college football right now. He's just an aggressive football player. That's somebody who I really think would fit in this defense and make their safety room a lot better. You see the grading there at Toledo for really one of the best defenses in the country, but he is the leader. He's the enforcer of that defense. I would not hate that fit at all here in Pittsburgh.
I think McNeil-Warren might be a top 50 pick in the draft. And obviously now that Minkah Fitzpatrick is gone, you have Jalen Ramsey playing safety sometimes for the Steelers and Kyle Duggar as well. I actually like this pick a lot. McNeil-Warren, actually, I'll put together my All-American team. He is my All-American safety right now. He has been, I think, the best safety in college football this year. Leads all safeties in PFF grade. He has 90-plus grades in coverage and in run defense, too. I love this pick. And you see, it's not just against back competition, Dalton. A 90.6 grade against Kentucky in Week 1, too. So this guy is a proven star for 3 years in a row now at Toledo. Yeah, I think McNeil-Warren, again, getting him here, he might be a top 50 pick, so getting him here at 79 overall, I think would be a steal.
I think let's do it. We got more picks at 84 and 98. Let's take McNeil-Warren, help out this secondary a little bit. Number 84, only a few more players off the board. See, it's interesting here, too, with the quarterback conversation. We got Ty Simpson earlier, but look at those top two guys on the board there. If we were to pass up Simpson, maybe a Jade Mayava, maybe a Garrett Nussmeier, something they would go with. But no, I think now what you look at, I think you could still look at offensive line help. You could still look at a Carter Smith there from Indiana. You could look at cornerback help. You could go with even more receiver help if you want to just rebuild the whole thing. We just haven't seen much of a Roman Wilson. We haven't seen a Calvin Austin be, effective for them. So maybe somebody in the slot like an Omar Cooper, also from Indiana, could help. You got a lot of options. Build up the defensive line. They certainly don't need more tight ends. I know that.
So I think I'm between Trevor Goosby and Carter Smith. I think Smith might be a long-term interior guy, and I think Goosby has probably a higher ceiling at tackle. But the problem with the Steelers is, Dalton, they have taken a swing on higher ceilings before and struck out at tackle before with guys like Broderick Jones too. So I probably would say Goosby is more likely to be a tackle long-term, but I am open to the conversation between him and Carter Smith.
Thoughts on Isaiah World from Oregon as well? I mean, because taking a swing at a higher ceiling player in the third round doesn't necessarily hurt you as much as it would taking one in the top 20, right?
I didn't know World was even available. I think we probably should go World here. He might be a top 40 pick, honestly.
That's true. I mean, he's got the athleticism, right? He's got all of the tools. It's just a matter of this year. I think he's been banged up a little bit this year at times. And, if you're talking about taking a project, because I really think Goosby and World are projects, but also if they're going to at least start the season next year with Broderick Jones, they don't have to start right away either. Isaiah World's a good call if you're trying to develop him behind the scenes.
Yeah,
let's go with that.
Isaiah World, love it.
We have one more pick here to make it pick number 98. Let's see it. Still got some quarterbacks.
Any corners? I know we haven't got a safety already, but any corners would be my like.
Let's see the cornerback room. The blanket, Will Lee, Malik Muhammad from Texas, Xavier Scott if you want a nickel. although it seems like Jalen Ramsey's kind of playing that role. Thaddeus Dixon, Davison Igbinosun. If you wanted to take the stab at Will Lee down there at Texas A&M.
Will Lee's an option. I kind of like Malik Muhammad's still available. I kind of like that too. Would he fit? No, I think Malik Muhammad's a really good zone corner. Don't know how good of a man corner he is. Would he fit in that Tomlin defense?
It's a lot of single high, so you get a lot of cover 3 or cover 1. It kind of depends on the week which one they're going to use more. But I mean, Muhammad, obviously he's very talented, 3-year starter for Texas, 6 foot, 190. He's got good size. So I think
as long as he fits the defense, I would lean him.
Yeah, I if he wasn't injured, man, I think they would maybe think about Xavier Scott here as well, because that's just a tough football player that I think Mike Tomlin would like too. But yeah, I mean, you got options here. I'd probably either Muhammad or Lee. Just take the talent play on either of them. They've both got solid size and solid man coverage ability.
I kind of like Muhammad a little more than Lee, but I think both of them are pretty equal talent, though.
Let's go with it. Malik Muhammad will help out the secondary further. Malik Muhammad out of Texas, number 90. He'll go number 98 here. We'll do that. We'll do that. McNeil Warren and Muhammad in the secondary. That's some good talent you're bringing in right there. But trying to fill all the needs in, again, there's different roads they could go down with this, right? When you're talking about, do they take a quarterback 20? Would they trade up? They're basically in the same spot they were last year, and they ended up with Derek Harmon and then didn't take a quarterback till, what was it, the 6th round? They took Will Howard. So interesting to see how the Steelers are going to go about this offseason, but there's our draft class right there. That's what we're going with.
All right, Ty Simpson, Jacoby Lane, Emmanuel McNeil Warren, Isaiah World, and Malik Muhammad, using up all 5 of those picks for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Trying to fix the Pittsburgh Steelers right now. First place in the AFC North, trying to continue to stay in first place in the AFC North with this 3-round mock draft. That wraps up our AFC North mock drafts, but we still have every single other division in the NFL still coming up in this series. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss a single one of them.